I've been watching this index for some time now since it's been selling. This index has been selling for some time and I caught the sell somewhere around here, somewhere at this point. I caught the sales on V101S index from this point, and on price approaching this level, I first identified this zone, right? So I spotted a level at this point. I spotted a level at this zone and I was like, if price can retest this level with a couple of rejections, I would get into the trade. And I felt that price was going to reverse on the approach of this level, not knowing that price intend pushing down, pushing further to somewhere here, right, for the buys. And this level actually is a level with higher buy probabilities. So on my first buy entry here, I got stopped out, which I waited patiently for price to give a sell to this point, but I was able to catch my buys. I was able to get my entries earlier on price testing this level. That's why trading is a game of patience. Always wait for the right trading time. So far, you're very much convinced with your analysis. The market will definitely play out as you expect. There's a high probability of price playing out as you expect. So I saw this index sell for a very long time, like from this point, which I got my entry at, and I had my I left this. I got out of the trade somewhere here. I got out of the trade at this point, this lows, right? That's where I exited my sales. So since then, this index has been selling, and I knew that the sell momentum would reduce, and you're likely to get the buy move, the buy expected move from somewhere around this zone. Right, so yesterday night I waited for this index, which I forgot that I was actually waiting for this index, and later on I opened my chart and saw that this index has already started giving the buy move. So I had to look for a good entry point, and I got into the buys on this index. I took my buy trade on V101S index at this point. I'm moving a massive profit. I was able to move my stop loss above my entry. So in today's video, I would want us to have a market analysis on this index, and I'll be giving you guys a market breakdown and trade breakdown of how I was able to get the buys and why I was expecting this index to reverse after getting these massive sales for like 3 days, 4 days now. So coming to a higher time frame, because you guys know that whenever I want to analyze the market, whenever I want to look at future opportunities, I start from a higher time frame, and this high time frame can be the daily time frame, right? It can be the weekly time frame, it can be the monthly time frame. So here I would want to start from the probably let's start from the monthly time frame, analyzing this index. So the past months would say the origin of this index started with a decline, a massive decline. This index was at a high value, a high price value before it declined massively on its existence, then started consolidating at this point, and price formed a zone here. Price formed a level at this point, a strong level of resistance, that whenever price gets to it, we are likely to get the rejections from it. There's a possibility of same price sell from it, and you can see what's been happening at this point. Price got to this level, switch from it as a resistance, before this level got weak, right? And there was a structure. I always pay attention to market formations, to market movements, because it's best you understand what the market is doing. It's best you know how to read the market mind. Right, so before price broke out, price was creating a bullish structure, which was this higher lows formation, which price was creating. So this higher lows formation kind of initiated, like it added up to the buy strength, to the bullish strength that broke out of this resistance, the strong resistance level. And we've been saying that on price approaching this level, it gave the big sells the first time, bigger sells the second time, little sells here, little sells here, little sells. Like the sell momentum was reducing at this point before the bulls finally took over, right? And on the sell momentum reducing, it means that the bulls are coming to the market little by little before they decided to take over and break above this level of resistance. So that's the market structure on the monthly time frame. And we have these highs, these highest highs, which you have to also spot. And there's a possibility of seeing this index go more bullish in the coming months, right? Because this is a monthly time frame, the coming months, 2 to 3 months, it's a possibility of seeing V101S index buy more, give more bullish moves, right? And I'm likely to swing my buy position I got on this index. So that's the market structure on the monthly time frame, and we have this level 2, which we also have to spot. So coming to the weekly time frame, we got this structure clearly seen, and this looks like a pennant. This is like a rectangular formation that gave this breakout. So on price giving this breakout at this point, there was a level that got retested, a level of resistance. This is a level of resistance broken, turned support. You can see the retest here. Price gave the retest of this broken level for weeks. Remember, this is the weekly time frame, so each and every candle here took 1 week to form. So this bullish move that broke out of this strong resistance level, price came to retest it, gave the first move week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, 4 weeks of like a month of price playing around at this point before deciding to retest this zone. That's why you have to be very much patient with this trading game. Someone would probably wait for the buys at this point and would be holding these buys for weeks now. This is over 4 weeks of this index retesting this level 1 to 3, the fourth week, which was last week, I think. Yeah, this week, sorry, which price gave the bearish move. Right, so that's by the way. And on price retesting this level, there was a low, there was a high that was formed, because for this breakout we got a low here, and that low at this point, a higher low, and we got a high here. Right, this is the bullish structure, and on that high at this point, a higher high, and that high here, which price formed. This is the new higher high. Right, after this high, and that high, and that higher high, so a new high was formed, and after this new high was formed, a new low was supposed to form after getting this higher low formation, this new higher low formation, like a high, a low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high at this point, a higher high at this zone, right? A higher high somewhere here. Sorry, that can't click. So a higher high at this zone, a higher low, higher high, and higher low. So for price to break above this higher high, this new higher high, there's a possibility of the retest on it, which price just did. So the sells that we got is a retest of this higher high, the retest of these broken highs, now turned resistance, now turned support, this broken high. So you see how we've been able to read meaning into these sells, into the market move that we just got. We're able to read meaning into this market move. So I had a bigger view of this index after getting on these sells. I knew that these sells is short-term sells, and I remember I talked about these sells in the video of the sells I took. I did the analysis, and I was expecting a retest of the zone, a short-term sell move, and a long-term buy move because of the market structure. So everything was in place. So on price selling to the downside, I knew that the sales is likely to come to an end soon, because I got this structure spotted on the higher time frame, and it's clearly seen that this index is still in an uptrend regardless of these sales that we got at this point, regardless of the sales that we got previously. I had a view of this market trend, of this market structure. Right, whenever the market is in an uptrend, it's best we look at for buy opportunities. We work with the market's direction, the market's general trend. Right, so this trend resistance was also one of the reasons why I sold this index, why I took the sales initially from this point to catch the buys from this zone. And we got our trend support here, which price buys from whenever it gets to. You can see the market reaction here. Whenever price gets to this level, it buys from it as a trend support. Whenever price gets to this point, it buys from it as a trend support, and here price buys from here as a trend support. So if price can buy from this trend support the first time, the second time, there's a possibility of price buying the third time, because analysis is basically using past market move or past market reactions to predict future market move. So that's the structure on the daily time frame, and I was able to spot my zone, though I didn't get the first spotting properly, which I took a little loss on, because I got my entry here, which price sold more before buying from this zone. So on price getting to this point, I also forgot to get my entry here, right? But I still believe that this index is still going to buy more, and let's expect more buys to at least this resistance level before any sell reaction, right? On this index, let's expect more buys in the coming days and hours, basically. Right, so I got my entry at this point on a lower time frame on seeing this bullish momentum I'm seeing a couple of bullish candle formations at this point. I got my entry on a lower time frame, so I went to the 1 hour time frame and spotted this trend that got broke on these sales that we got. Remember, price was forming a trend on these sales we're getting on a lower time frame, so I got my entry after getting a couple of confirmations here, right? And we also got price from something that looks like a bullish reversal pattern formation, right? An inverted head and shoulders pattern formation. Same price creates from the left shoulder here, the head at this point, and the right shoulder at this one. So it's at this right shoulder formation that I got my entry on this index on the 15-minute time frame. We can see that at this build up at this point, right, I had this thing spotted here, and you can see that this actually a nice zone for entries, right? So I waited for price to break above this level, break and retest of this zone for my entries after I missed my buy entry earlier at this point. So you can see market reactions here. Price sold from on bottom as a resistance as well as a support, broke below it, resistance. There was a break above it, retest, support, right? So this is an important zone to watch out for. So on price breaking above this zone, retesting it, I had my buy entry here and we moved in good profit. My stop loss is at this point. More buys is still expected on this index in the coming hours and days. So that's this, guys. That's how I was able to take the buy trade on V101S index by working with the market structure on a higher time frame, identifying the market levels and zones, reading the market minds, and analyzing down to a lower time frame for my entry point. So hit the like button for more trade reviews, and drop a good comment on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and to my returning viewers, I appreciate your support with engaging my videos. It really means a lot, guys. Let's do more and have a wonderful day.